know me, my name is Vijay Mistry. I'm the CEO and founder of Rent a Director. And our purpose is to see you leaders achieve standards of excellence in everything you do. And for those owning businesses, scale up your businesses with ease. Now, today I am excited about discussing the shaping of the future as regards artificial intelligence, because the impact in the next few years, or rather this decade, is going to be this convergence of technologies, and AI is playing a critical role. You and I know that it is now here and it's a reality, and many businesses are already starting to use AI. But I am today joined by Francis Teo, and Francis is actually the CEO of Solomo Technologies Limited, and he's based in Singapore. Welcome, Francis.
Yeah, thank you.
Yes. So,
Well,
yes. So Francis is basically involved in artificial intelligence. And my intention here is for you to take home some insights, which is going to help you to leverage efficiencies and drive more growth and make an impact, scaling up or moving to the next level in whatever you're doing. Because AI is a level, that competence and that skill set is now something that we all need to know. So, Francis, to begin with, maybe we can start by you talking about your journey, your turning points, something about your background, and how you came about with this artificial intelligence journey. So, over to you, Francis.
well, I basically like to do nothing every day and let artificial intelligence do all my work. But people always keep saying doing nothing is impossible. Before I can even start my journey of doing nothing, I need to be intelligent enough to be able to create a digital twin that can do my work. Well, to start my topic, today's topic is about artificial intelligence. I will give you a thought of what I want this AI thinking to do for me. That's me. I'm Francis Teo, a digital transformation specialist that focus on artificial intelligence deployment. I'm a Singaporean and very fanatic about artificial intelligence and have deployed around numerous projects around AI, from artificial intelligence accounting software to AI marketing, AI trading for Forex, AI arbitrage for blockchain, AI customer service, AI journalism, AI design, and all using government grant. I have actually been working with Cambridge Digital Lab. This is actually a former A-star, meaning a former this government ministry, and being their this competitive intelligence officer. I've been working with artificial intelligence 20 years back. It is interesting to know that being lazy, or rather a better word, productive, is actually part of human nature. So we have been building machines to do automate our this manual work. And now we are putting intelligence into the machines so that they can emulate human behavior, so that machines can actually behave like human and support human in decision making. Therefore, being besides being productive, it is also the exciting capability to test on the latest games or even the decision making robots. Since artificial intelligence has always been the ability to beat human players in the games and even in forex trading, in wealth creation. So this is where I'm in, being excited about it. Currently, we are working with a bunch of ex-Google, ex-IBM programmers, developers to work on the development of artificial intelligence framework that will hopefully bring more productivity and better decision making using AI, and especially during this COVID ridden world. So, what I really want is that I wish I have a friend that is like me, because I'm awesome, right? And the main reason why I want to start this interesting journey is to create human-like machines. Thank you.
Thank you, Francis. That was quite insightful and something really different that we are learning. Francis, let me just shift gears. I just want to ask you that, what do you think business owners and leaders should be focusing on, and how can they use AI in today's world? So what are your thoughts on that?
Many people still associate artificial intelligence with science fiction. But in fact, artificial intelligence develops and becomes a more commonplace in our daily life. Today, artificial intelligence is actually a household name, sometimes even a household presence. Have you ever seen Hi Alexa, Hi Serial? So, in business, artificial intelligence has a wide range of users. In fact, most of us interact with artificial intelligence in some form or another in daily basis. Artificial intelligence has already disrupted virtually every business process in every single industry. Actually, I would like to say something. I'm so
Oh,
bright, but I don't really understand a single word I say. That happens sometimes though. Because the AI is simulating human-like behavior from machines, unlike anything you experienced before. So I would like to tell you what is artificial intelligence first. We define it before I will actually to explain the business application. Intelligence technology actually impact the business world. We have to define it first. It is any kind of computer software that engages in human-like activities, inducing learning, planning, and problem solving. To understand what type of artificial intelligence is predominant in the business, we have to dig deeper. Okay, so rather than just serving as a replacement of human intelligence, artificial intelligence is generally seen as a supporting tool. Although artificial intelligence currently has a difficult time completing common sense tasks in the real world, but it is actually processing lots and lots of data far more quicker than a human brain do. I realized for the most immediate commercial use back then, we are using self-learning machine bot that can correlate words with images and concepts and theories together. So this is what we do in the past. That's the reason why I love to be in the artificial intelligence the industry. So what is the interesting part of how this artificial intelligence can do for business is that it actually can improve employee productivity. One of the ways of doing it is using conversational chatbot that will be able to answer employee queries on medical claims or annual leave matters, or even to write resume. Resume robots can sort, screen, and then rank the job application, at least during the first round of the hiring process. Even the natural language processing capabilities in web collaboration tools allow for automated note taking as well as summarization. So I have actually been a lazy person, or you can say a productive person, meaning I want to actually write this script. I have actually used artificial intelligence robot to write the script. The speaking script that I'm talking to you right now is actually being written by an artificial intelligence robot. So you can see that I'm speaking to you very intelligently, but happily that I have an artificial intelligence robot to write the script for me. Well, this is something of value to a productive person like me. Okay, it allows people to actually to use this technology to actually to apply for mortgage with the bank, and it is up to, let's say for example, you use this technology, right? If you have a mortgage with the bank, it's up to a renewal of 90 days or less. If you're walking by a branch and you get a personalized message inviting you to go to the branch and for a renew purchase, what does that mean to you? It means it's able to detect and able to find out future the so-called potential clients for banks and for marketing automation purposes. If you're able to look at a property for sale and spend more than 10 minutes there, maybe you'll be receiving a mortgage offer. So an artificial intelligence engine or sensor is able to detect that you are the prospect that the mortgage company will want, and they will be able to send you prospective messages. So currently, what can artificial intelligence do for us? It is very good for marketing. In terms of marketing, it is able to help to develop marketing strategies. It is instrumental to execute them using AI. AI is able to sort customers according to their interests, their demographics, and then target the advertisement to them based on their browsing history. And using recommendation engine, they are able to use critical tools to actually give the customers exactly what they want and when they want it. So another good use of AI is to actually use this for chatbot. Using artificial intelligence, right, chatbot can actually solve problems, suggest products and services, and support sales, and also to analyze data. In truth, right, artificial intelligence can actually arm sales professionals with insights that can improve their sales function, and at the same time improve their sales forecast, predict customer needs, as well as improve communications. And the intelligent machine can help sales professionals to actually manage their time, identify who they need to follow up with and when. So it's more or less, it will be able to artificial intelligence customer relationship management for sales professional as well as marketing. On top of that, I have actually developed accounting softwares that is using artificial intelligence. So we can actually use it for accounting and finance by freeing up all the repetitive tasks as allowing the accountants to be able to do much higher level activities. While using the AI in accounting can actually reduce errors. One very interesting development, especially during this COVID period, is because a lot of people are actually staying at home. They aren't actually at their call centers. They aren't actually at their customer service desk. So what happened is that a lot of call centers, right? They actually use artificial intelligence to create interesting and high value customer experience. Just for example, luxury fashion brand Burberry, they use big data and AI to enhance the sales and customer relationship. What did they do? They actually gather the shoppers' data through loyalty and reward program, and then they use tailored recommendation. Whether the customers are shopping online or in the brick and mortar stores, they use innovative chatbot that is conversational enough and to create very stellar luxury premium customer experience for their clients. So what is the takeaway? Rather than serving as a replacement of human intelligence, artificial intelligence is actually seen as a supporting tool. Human can use AI to help game out all the possible consequences and streamline the decision-making processes. I can tell you one thing. I can resist anything, but from the temptation of being productive. Thank you very much. Mystery? So, okay, maybe I can say some more things that will be more interesting to you. In fact, during the COVID-19 period, right, do you know what happens? We are able to use artificial intelligence to be able to give decision-making analytics to the hospitals as well as to the businesses, and allowing them to actually to analyze the demand and supply that is actually during the COVID-19, and allowing the businesses to continue, and allowing them to actively forecast the customer demand, and to forecast the supply chain, and so that they can actually reduce the disruption to the supply chain management. And this is very important, especially during this COVID-19 period. Well, actually, I have to say something. Being using artificial intelligence, right? Okay. Um, what is the exact thing that we can actually use this in terms of businesses? In a lot of businesses in this the boardroom, the directors, they are actually using artificial intelligence to improve operational decision making by analyzing internal communications to assess the employee morale, as well as to actually to understand, identify subtle changes in the customer preferences or demographics. They use AI to recommend the course of actions to improve the organization performance, such as the changes to capital allocation. So we have actually been using this AI to make decision making, and part of what is driving the use of AI in business is, in fact, the cost of a bad decision is very high. So consider that 50% of the Fortune 500 companies are forecast to fail over the least within the next decade. The failure rates are very high for new product launches, merger and acquisition, and even attempts of this digital transformation. So while the responsibility for this failure falls on the shoulders of the executive as well as the board members. So we are actually using AI to do decision making for analytics, as well as to uh, churn out the numbers, churn out the big data that is available from the companies, and to actually support this business executive in terms of making decisions. Vijay, are you there? Well, in fact, right, based on 2015 McKinsey study, right, it found that only 16% of the board directors say that they actually fully understand the dynamics of this industry. I think VJ is being locked off based on technical problems, but I will just continue. Well, where did I stop? Okay, 2015 McKinsey study shows that only 16% of the board directors says that they are fully understood the dynamics of how their industry were changing and how technological advancement would alter the company. The truth is that the business has become too complex and is moving too rapidly for boards. And the CEO are making good decisions without intelligent systems. We believe that the solution to this complexity will be to incorporate AI in the practice of corporate governance and strategy. This is not about automating leadership and governance, but rather augmenting the board intelligence using AI. Well, artificial intelligence actually have both strategic decision making. It is able to do capital allocation as well as operating decision making. Uh, with essential competitive advantage, just like the electricity was in the Industrial Revolution or enterprise resource planning software was in the information age. For example, AI could be used to improve strategic decision making by tracking capital allocation and highlighting concerns, such as when the company is decreasing spending on research and development, while most competitors are increasing investment, and reviewing and processing press release to identify potential new competitors moving into key product, and then to suggest investment to protect market shares. AI could be used to improve operational decision making by analyzing internal communication to assess employee morale and also to predict the churn by identifying the subtle change in the customer preferences or demographics that may have product or strategy implication. So today is a very interesting event whereby we have only me speaking to you, and while at the meantime, I will actually continue with the presentation to actually help everybody to actually understand what is AI and how it can actually work in this current period. What is the future of artificial intelligence? Maybe that's one of the questions that I have actually prepared. Well, in fact, the future of artificial intelligence, right? Yeah, I'm not very exceptionally gifted. Neither am I especially bright. But I think I am very, very curious of what this artificial intelligence can do for us. Curious on how might this artificial intelligence be used in the future? It's hard to say how the technology will develop, but most experts see those common sense tasks becoming even easier for computers to process. That means robots will become extremely useful in the day-to-day life. AI is starting to make what was once considered impossible possible, like driverless cars. Driverless cars are only a reality because of access to training data and fast GPU. Well, to train the driverless cars, an enormous amount of accurate data is required, and speed is key to undertaking the training. Fast processes and lots of clean data are key to the success of artificial intelligence. AI might be taking over the user interface instead of buttons and more buttons. Maybe a talking head is talking to you in the ATM or the local police stations in the near future. So what's the key takeaway? In the future is near, because all those that I have mentioned just now, right, is already being prototyped or being commercialized somewhere else. So how can we actually be seeing all this? Later on, I'll be demonstrating and showing to you guys what is the most interesting things that AI can actually do for us. So what are the companies that, the unique edge that we have over others? Currently, there are many different AI companies in the world. There are several handful companies in India, China, USA, and they are doing similar technologies. They are creating platforms for easy intelligence AI creations. But for us, we are using the AI to create AI human, to develop into chatbot, kiosks, as well as personalized marketing application. Currently, we are making use of AI developed by giants like Microsoft and Tesla to create applications to solve our human problems. Our unique edge, right, maybe is our ability to love and to reinvent our proposal for each and every customer based on their need. Actually, it is actually part of our job.
Hi, Francis. Francis, can you hear me?
Yes, cool.
Yeah. I'm really sorry. I mean, something froze on my end, and yeah, I had a bit of a problem as far as the stream is concerned. I'm apologies for that particular glitch.
BJ,
Yeah.
I have actually continued to speak. Yeah, I just now mentioned to the audience saying that maybe you have some technical problems. So I just continue to question four
Thank you.
already. So it's okay.
Thank you. Thank
So
you. No, I appreciate. I
I
appreciate it's
no
just
worries, no worries.
out of my control. I mean, it was just a glitch, and I couldn't really understand. And that's the reason we all
This kind
need some sort of technical know-how as well, Francis. So it's something that we need. Do you want to move to the demonstration now, Francis?
no, let me complete the what
Okay,
I've been.
sure. Please go
Uh,
ahead with what you were sharing.
just now I've been sharing with them how companies, what the how many companies that we are doing and what is the unique edge that I have with others. And I've mentioned that our unique edge is our ability to love our to reinvent our proposal for each and every customer based on their need, and which is actually part of our job. Yeah, and we are actually using government grants for digital transformation effort. And to date, we have actually solved digital transformation for more than 3,000 companies in Singapore. That includes public listed companies as well as SME and multinational companies. And some of our clients is like Nippon Paint, and we have Crocodile, we have this NNC, which is our clients as well. So we have been actually working with a lot of companies in helping them to do artificial intelligence transformation. So we are very confident in helping uh, companies to actually adapt and adopt, implement artificial intelligence.
So
So
what makes you different, Francis? That was one question I wanted to really pose. That you're doing all this services. What really makes you stand apart?
just to make us to show out the difference, right, uh, uh, against others, right, is actually to ask a few questions. Okay, have you ever seen a real human face for this video ATM? It means your this bank account. Have you ever seen a real human face talking to you? And it is conversational, yeah. And
Mm,
for your bank account opening, so we are already prototyping it with banks. And in the near future, maybe you have a police stations whereby there's no real police there. It's actually an AI talking to you.
wow.
What do you think?
Wow.
Yeah,
So is that what we see in the future, Francis? I mean, is this
yeah,
is
we
this the
are.
future? What else are we going to experience and witness in the future with AI as we move forward?
Yes, in fact, we are prototyping on it, and later on, I can show you a demo on how it will work. Yeah, have you ever seen a voice simulating? Uh, uh, just by listening to a voice, right? We can actually create a face of you. Yeah, by just listening to your voice. So we have
Wow.
actually using artificial intelligence, right, by just listening to the voice of your voice, right, we can actually draw out your the photo of your face. So this is actually for terrorists and as well as criminal
Mm.
identification. So this is actually being done, and the current technology is already there. It's up to about 80% accuracy. So using artificial intelligence, this is possible. What do you think
Wow.
about that?
That's amazing. That's amazing. I mean, from the voice, if it can really, develop the portrait, which is a replica of the person speaking. For example, if I'm speaking and the artificial intelligence can really get my portrait or my face, I mean, That's definitely something really exciting and magical in my opinion, because as we move forward, it's like magic happening every now and again. So the evolvement and the steps forward are very exciting as we move forward, isn't it, Francis?
Definitely. So we are actually deploying artificial intelligence robots. Uh, we have deployed around 40 robots in Singapore market, in restaurants as well as hotel, and allowing them to recognize
Mhm.
customers as well as staff, and at the same time voice recognition to commands of the staff, and to do delivery work, so that they can actually replace a customer service officer as well as a waiter. What do you think about that?
Wow, wow. I mean, it's
And
amazing.
we can also,
I can just imagine what the next level will be. But okay, Francis, can I ask you another question? I mean, just related to this.
yes.
What's your take on the future skills? Because there is also a threat of many losing their jobs, as we know that there are many workers who have this fear, and obviously rightfully so, because with artificial intelligence taking over some of the jobs and tasks and whatever is going on, the activities and operations, what should people be doing, and what should they plan for? What should workers and what should staff plan for moving forward?
Actually, I can say one thing. Elon Musk actually predicted there certainly will be a job disruption, because what's going to happen is that robots will be able to do everything better than us, and in fact all of us. Automation will definitely will displace many jobs over the next 10 to 15 years, but many others will be created, and even more will change. Jobs in the future will use a different skill altogether, and that means higher educational requirements. So the structure of the entire workforce is changing. I don't think artificial intelligence is essentially replacing job, but it will definitely will be re-education and re-upskilling of all our workers.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it will allow a lot of these so-called workers, right, or in fact economy, to become a knowledge-based economy, and therefore will leverage more onto better automation and a better form of work job. Yeah, and the algorithm, right, will be replacing a lot of white collar jobs such as business analyst, hedge fund manager, as well as lawyers.
Yeah.
While this structure of the workforce is changing, I don't think artificial intelligence is going to replace all the job, but it will actually the it will be actually based on research, based on research. There's a historical lows in unemployment currently in this COVID-19. But around the world, the majorities are convinced that less than the lifetime, okay, the robots will be doing much of the work that the human will be currently doing. Because there is one essential thing. All customer service, there's a emotional part and to it. And in United States, right, nearly 65% think that robots, not the humans, will be the primary workers in the next 50 years. But in paradox, survey also suggests that most are convinced that their job will be automated away. Because that low risk jobs have a 30% chance of being automatable.
Mm-hmm.
Medium risk occupation have a 30 to 70% chance of being automatable. The high risk one, right, is those jobs that is manual job that will be quite easily to be automated. So manual job, right, will be automated up to 70% and above by the next 10 to 20 years. Yeah, manual job.
Wow.
Just like cleaner, dishwasher, and some of those manual
Domestic,
jobs.
yeah.
Yeah,
The
domestic job. It
Yeah,
will
yeah.
be replaced by robots with AI understanding. But like doctors as well as highly emotional like childcare, you will not be able to replace them because there is still a very intangible thing with that is the human emotion. You need a human emotion attached to it, because uh, customer service, you need that. Yeah, but AI cannot do the emotion thing.
Yeah.
So we have to understand whether it's rosy or rocky, the future is coming. Artificial intelligence will certainly be part of it. So as the technology develops, right, the world will see new startups as well as numerous business application and consumer usage, as well as the displacement of certain jobs, as well as creation of entirely new ones. Along with all this artificial intelligence, right, we are actually we're seeing that this AI will have the potential to dramatically remake the entire economy into a knowledge-based economy. So the exact impact is actually remains to be seen. Thank you.
Thank you, Francis. I mean, that is really a wake-up call for many, and I think I mean, people need to really prepare. So, I mean, for the viewers, thank you. I mean, thank you for joining so far, and we are now going to show some demonstration. Am I right, Francis? I mean, we are 36 minutes in, so is it all right
Okay,
if we
sure.
can do some demonstration? Is that fine, Francis?
Yes, okay. Just now, back to the introduction, right? I will be back to my this digital twin thing. This machine, right, that I have envisioned that it will be ultimately will be able to think like me and say words like me. So this is what I'm trying to envision. That's my vision. So I'm going to demonstrate to you what it will be. Okay, can
That
we
would
just
be
share?
great. Yes, please. Can you share the screen, or do you want me to?
Yeah, you share.
Okay.
How is it share?
Okay. There you go.
Okay, so I just play it, right? Okay,
Yes,
let's
please.
see. So let's take a look at what this render director will be, and then in these 2 minutes. Hi. Based on this video itself, right, we can actually see that the talking person is actually a AI human. It is actually created using my computer, and there is no green room. There's no camera. There's basically a AI human involved. It is actually using artificial intelligence. And let's take a look at a few more interesting script on how we can actually make use of artificial intelligence for broadcasting, as well as to demonstrate the power of conversational AI. We are actually revolutionize what movie making as well as TV broadcast and TV media will be in the future.
Wow. Wow, wow, wow. This is really interesting and exciting, actually, Francis. And just for the viewers, this was just a demonstration. It's not selling my services or anything, but I just want you to get a different perspective and some context to what Francis has been speaking, because I think it's very important for us to understand where we are heading and what the future is going to look like. And it's going to be hard to distinguish between artificial intelligence person and the human itself. So, Francis, over to you. I mean, do you have another slide that you want to show us?
Yes, we
Some
can take a look at this
Yeah,
banking
I'll
application.
just put it on the stream.
Yes, wow, I make it big.
Okay,
Okay,
just bear with
yeah.
me.
So this is a bank application which can be actually used in kiosks as well as ATM. Let's take a look at what Southeast Bank is doing.
I am your personal AI color Sophia. What can I do for you today? Welcome to East Bank. We have upgraded our services and it takes less than 2 minutes to open a bank account. Let me know which type of bank account you need. Click the button below. 1. Personal saving account. 2. Personal current account. Please take a photo of your NRIC so that you don't need to fill in your personal data manually. Please hold it visibly in the camera.
So we are actually seeing that in the future, right, the interface can be a simple, just a human face instead of having lots of buttons. Yeah. So this is something interesting.
Yes,
And
yes. This is quite so. So there are different variations from what I see. Am I right, Francis? I mean, you can apply in all sort of sectors, all sort of businesses as well. Am I right?
yes, it can be used for all kinds of businesses, as well as it is an application in the future whereby the user interface will be having a AI human talking to you instead of the buttons or just a simple voice. So this is the future, and let's see how we can actually use a human to be hyper personalized to everyone. Let's take a look at the new photos, videos. Okay.
Every business deserves access to tools that will enable them to remain relevant in today's fast-paced environment. My colleague Sophia will explain to us.
Hi, Smith. My name is Shreya with a company called Blackbox. Hi, William. My name is Kirsty with a company called Semtech. Hi, Nadia. My name is Sarah with a company called HubSpot.
Colleague Tania will be able to speak to us up to 1,000 languages and dialects.
本公司專為企業做人工智能直播機械人 PTE Puhun suomea auttaakseni sinua pääsemään Suomen markkinoille. Ich spreche Deutsch, Ihnen beim Eintritt in den deutschen Markt zu helfen.
Thank you for listening to me. My name is Diana Wang.
So, guys, this is what this AI can do. It can do multi-language, as well as its ability to be hyper-personalized. Meaning, in the past, we have email for marketing purposes. Currently, we can actually do personalized videos for marketing purposes, which is more hyper-personalized. And at the same time, for brands, it is actually a super tool for them to broadcast to their customers, to their premium customers, and calling their names and telling them about their latest product and latest coupons and loyalty program. Yeah, so this is what the AI can actually do using a human face. So, any questions?
Thank you, Francis. I think we have covered most of the questions which I had. And for the viewers, all those listening, I mean, if you please reach out to Francis if you have any questions. I'll put a link for Francis's LinkedIn, so you can connect with him as well. And I'll also put another link in case if you're interested in knowing more and learning more about how this can really help you. The whole purpose of us, Rent a Director, as well, is to see you make an impact and move forward with the relevance and with the current conditions taking place. So I'll be putting the links for Francis, and I'll also put a link where, if you want more insights or more demonstration or anything that you would like to have a personal conversation, and obviously please reach out to Francis. Francis, any final words before we close this particular lovely session that we've had?
My final vision and is to create myself as a digital twin. So in future, maybe you'll be seeing an AI human talking to you instead of me.
That is going to be brilliant, and we look forward to that. I'm sure we'll have another session with something more different and a different sort of impact altogether that we can give to the viewers as well. So, Francis, thank you very much for your time, for the insights that you have shared. It's just opened up to a new, different reality and gives us a different perspective, and we can see it with a different lens as well. So thank you everybody for attending this particular live event. And like I said, please reach out to Francis. I'll put a link in the comment box. So please reach out to him. And if there's anything we can do to help, we are there to help. Thank you very much for your time. Bye for now.
Bye-bye.